We're going to take a look at long jump technique, and in particular the hitch-hang. Now this is a variation, somewhat obviously, between the hang and the hitch kick. I don't think it's the most effective technique of the various long jump techniques, and I'll explain why I think that way later on in the video. But first, let's identify just what is a hitch-hang. Well, it is a push through the takeoff, as is the case with all long jump techniques, and then the arms are pulled back round and overhead and then down into the landing, and that is in concert with the hitch kick leg action below the waist. So with a normal hitch kick, the arms will be independent round into the landing, but with the hitch hang they are pulled back after takeoff, rotate overhead and then come down into the landing. I mentioned at the start of the video why perhaps I don't think the hitch hang is the optimum technique. Well, the reason why is the takeoff. If you don't extend fully from the takeoff, then push the foreleg out before pulling back and round into the hitch kick action, then you're going to short-change the actual hitch hang takeoff, and you're not going to get the drive, that takeoff position that I always recommend that you do. You need to clear the board first before you move into your mid-air action. Many times a hitch hang jumper, as is the case with a hang jumper, can immediately push the hips forwards at takeoff, create backward rotation, and this does not enable the free leg to rotate properly behind and around and to the front for the hitch kick. You're starting the movement off on a poor footing. It's also very difficult to break the hitch hang down into constituent parts, or at least I've found that. With the hitch kick, you can run through the first position, arm goes over the top, same side leg is long. With the hitch hang, because the arms want to do that, you're kind of stuck a bit and you can't create the same counter rotation as you would with the hitch kick. So therefore, invariably, you've got to do the full jump. What I've actually done or tried with some of the hitch hang jumpers that I coach is to get them to take the arm over the top on takeoff and do a normal hitch kick first cycle. And in some ways I'm hoping that that will trigger them to do a normal hitch kick, independent arm action hitch kick, because I do believe that is superior. However, when done effectively, obviously, the hitch hang is a great technique. No matter what the technique, you've got to get your takeoff set up and takeoff drive held and be optimized. So when you leave the board, you've got to hold that position, as I've said earlier, before going into your technique. So that has to be practiced regardless of technique. And obviously you can do that for the hitch kick, the hitch hang and hang techniques. Also, although I won't go into detail now, you need to set the jump up properly on the preceding 3 steps, going flat, flat, and creating a specific rhythm into the takeoff as well to get the directed forward momentum off of the board that you require. In future videos, we'll go into more detail about the hitch hang and other long jump techniques. I'm aware that I've not made a video on the 2.5 stride hitch kick, and that's something that I will do. It's basically because I've not coached anybody who I've believed is suitable for a 2.5 hitch. However, I'm going to experiment with one particular jumper this coming season, so do look out for that. I'm also going to look at the body inclination of the torso at takeoff, as there are some coaches and jumpers, like Tentoglu for example, who lean slightly forwards at the takeoff whilst doing their 2.5 hitch kick, and we will look at the reasons why that may be the case. If you have any specific questions on the specific subject matter of this particular video, then do leave a comment in the section below or through my other social media. Do like the video and feel free to subscribe to the channel. And good luck with your training and any competitions that you've got coming up. And speaking of training, do consider becoming a coach athlete member of the channel. There you'll find plenty of training programs and detailed analyses of the training blocks that I utilise to develop my jumpers. Head over to the channel's homepage, click on the membership tab and scroll down to the coach athlete offer. And if you're looking for a really fast training shoe that thinks it's a spike, then check out the Antepes Muscle Runners. They've got a carbon fibre plate which propels you forward, springs you out of the contact and adds to the velocity. They've also got TPU foam specifically placed in order to assist with toe off and encouraging a forefoot sprinting motion. A couple of my group members have been trialling them and they are full of praise. Indeed, Abraham and Daniel are number 2 in the country in their respective age groups, and they have attributed some of their success to the Antepes Muscle Runners. Check out the link in the video description or my video that I made which goes into detail on the Antepes. You can also get a 10% discount from the link in the video description. If you like the Jumps Squad merchandise that I often wear in these videos, then do check out the spring store.